Hi, this is Sarah with Sarah Bear Tarot, bringing Aries a month ahead reading for March. And there will be 3 readings here, 3 readings for each sign, because I break these readings down into decans or 10-day periods within your sign. I will be reading from the Celebrity Tarot deck by Chloe Michelle here, and I will have timestamps down at the bottom so you can jump to your decan, and if you don't know your decan, that's where you can find it, or you can also find it in the description. Also, I'm letting you know that I'm going to be reading the fire signs first, although I typically go in order of the signs, but I will be doing it by element, beginning with fire, and my earth readings will be next. To begin with, I'm going to be reading for first DECAN Aries. That's those of you born March 21st through March 30th. These are the cards I have pulled for you here. So it looks like as we go into March, we have this lovely Empress energy. So it's really nice spring energy for you. There's some fertility and creativity in this, a feeling of well-being and luxury. There's connectivity, so you may be feeling like spending time with other people, your friends, your family, and going out in nature, making the most. So with the Wheel of Fortune, there seems to be in March we could say a pivot point or a turning point in your fortune, it looks like. So things may begin to move forward smoothly for you, and as we see the Knight of Pentacles here, you may begin to see an increase in material security. You could be moving forward in a job, but I see a lot of patience and groundedness. The Three of Cups or Three of Vessels gives us a feeling of celebration and friends coming together, family coming together to enjoy life. This may be coming this reading may be especially falling into the 7th house. So this is the house of partnerships. That can be personal or professional, but it does have to do with commitment. And I see a lot of commitment in the Knight of Pentacles card here. Also this 7th house lines up with the Empress, the house of Venus. So there may be a partnership or love coming in. I'm noting the 3 cards. We have 2 3 cards here. So 33 may be a special number for you, but it's also a number of growth. So I do feel some growth happening. Here, this oracle card says divergence. This means there may be a change or a shift in your path, and that could be right there with the Wheel of Fortune. Something new, a new opportunity or something popping in, a new chance for commitment and moving towards material success. It may have something to do with, maybe you will find this change coming in when you spend time with friends and family. Perhaps you will meet someone or someone to team up with or partner up with through time spent with friends and celebrating. Here, the Death card. So that's interesting. Divergence does imply a complete shift in direction. The wheel may be turning in a surprising way for you, to the point where what you've had up to this point is now you're happy to move on from it, and there's new growth to be found. There's new growth ahead. See the Rose and the Empress. There's a strong spring energy. So whatever this shift or change is, it feels like a rebirth, like a happy occasion. The end of an old cycle and the beginning of a new one. This card is guides. I'm noticing that we have a repetition of the number 7 now, the 7th house, and this card is 7. So guides, and I'm seeing the water as well, which I connect with the 3 of Cups, the Empress, this feminine, transformative energy, this energy of birth. I wonder, the guides, I feel like you're going to be having an especially deep spiritual connection at this time, and that you can trust them to guide you forward as you go through this month and into spring. I'm feeling there's a possibility, like I said, some of you may be entering a new committed relationship. If you are in a relationship, you might find a surprise pregnancy or birth or something along those lines. Just got to throw that in there. That can be the death of one life and the beginning of a completely new and totally different one, but also wonderful. And I've been shuffling because I wanted an extra tarot card. And what I have is the 8 of Vessels, 8 of Cups. So this goes along with a change in your path. And it may be quite a surprise, right? Ready to move on from something from the past that wasn't fulfilling, and being open to try new things and entering an entirely new world. So there's a lot of courage that comes with this 8 of Cups. And so now if we move away from relationship or childbirth and that sort of thing, it just simply could be being guided to a new, very fruitful phase of life. And it's something to celebrate. It could be a raise or something like that, but it seems like it'll be opening new horizons for you. I'm going to pull a final card here, a little eternal light card. And get message from your inner child. If I could, I would tell you every day to worry less, that you do not know how beautiful you are, that I love you, and you are perfect as you are. Reach for the stars, the ones glowing brightly within, just behind your doubt and insecurities. Embrace them and shine. Well, those are good words to move forward with. So as you go into spring, embrace your inner child, enjoy life, be prepared to try new things, to shine, and I think you're going to find a really abundant and joyful new chapter ahead. Remember to leave behind what's not serving and be open for what the possibilities for your future can be. Now, this pile is for 2nd Decan Aries, and that is for those of you born March 31st through April 9th. And to begin with, we do have partnership energy in the 2 of Cups, which usually speaks of a relationship or a partnership, but we have the 10 of Swords, so this kind of pulls us away from the idea of unity. So there may be in March a partnership that is coming to a natural conclusion. Usually the 10 of Swords does suggest there is some pain in this, but it is quite possibly a move that is necessary and even desired. With the 7 of Vessels and the High Priestess, this can be a connection with your intuition and your spirituality. But with the 7 of Vessels, it shows there are options, and perhaps you realize you have better options than what you have previously been a part of. Now, we have the 12th house, and I can connect this with the High Priestess because this is the house of, well, the unconsciousness, of our intuition and dreams and psychic abilities. Neptune is the ruling planet. So, let's put this together. I wonder if you aren't looking at the partnership you have been in and seeing it as not in alignment with your soul. I feel you realize you have more options. Maybe some new people are coming into the picture and you feel drawn to them spiritually. Now here we have meditation card, obviously. This goes very well with the 12th house and the High Priestess. So there is a very strong spiritual connection here to this reading. Maybe you have decided to remove your focus somewhat from relationships and to focus more on your spiritual pursuits through meditation and yoga, like you're exploring the options. Maybe you have spiritual gifts and you are wishing to increase them. This card, entanglement. Look at that, the snake. It looks like the one in the it looks like the energy that's kind of spiraling around in the Two of Cups. Sorry, I got a little distracted. I love in these cards, and Chloe Michelle's cards, I love the iridescence of the cards. They seem to glow. But now, back on track. The relationship or partnership that you have currently been in, it feels like there is a karmic connection to. It feels like you are wrapped around this person and they wrapped around you, and it may be hard to release them, but you know perhaps that it's not good for you. Here, past life. And that fits in there. This could be a partnership that is connected to a soul connection. Someone that you were with in a past life now needs to be balanced out. And it's really hard to disentangle ourselves from these relationships. So the Ten of Swords shows this, like, I can't take the pain anymore. I see you deciding to move forward, to set boundaries. Perfect. I love boundaries here. To set boundaries and to say, you know what, I don't need to settle for less, even if this feels like a soul connection or like a soulmate. Well, you don't have to be with them if it's not healthy. Some people think, oh, I have my soulmate, I have my twin flame, and we're absolutely supposed to be together. No, it can be a lesson. You don't have to be together. They may actually be showing up in your life this time to be a catalyst for your spiritual growth and change. So just because you feel strongly connected to a person by soul doesn't mean you have to stay with them. I want to reiterate this because people very often are like, why do I feel so attached? Why is it so hard to let go? And that is proof as to, that they need to be with them. It's just not. It's our hearts. Our hearts want to hang on. And when you feel a strong connection, it doesn't mean you need to be with them if they're not good for you. Now, I've pulled an extra card and I have Judgment because this feels important. Judgment. This is a turning point. It is a leveling up, and it is taking a new course of action, taking control in your life and being reborn. I see you in March releasing yourself from toxic connections or karmic connections and going in an entirely new direction, really opening up your spirituality, and that is through making the choice to choose you, choosing something that's healthy. And I think a really great way to work through this is going to be through meditation. Sorry, I was interrupted there. I was also going to say to not jump into a relationship right away. Now I'm going to pull an Eternal Light card for you. And we have something is coming to life. All things exist within all things, as infinite breaths lie dormant within each breath. All of creation lies dormant within each thought. Creation is the essence that gives life to matter through thought, will, or hidden desire of the soul. Positive news is forthcoming, and the onset of wonderful. Surrender all that no longer serves a purpose in your life. Create space. A new beginning awaits. As you move through March, I want you to take the time to meditate, to go within, quiet your mind, and learn to listen better to the voice of your soul. Don't be afraid to let go of old entanglements, old skins, old loves. Now we are on 3rd Decan Aries. That is those of you born April 10th through April 20th. And we start off here with some fire. So, 7 of Wands. And now we have 5 of Pentacles. So, it is perhaps you have been pushing through obstacles. And in March, you may begin to feel a little bit like, what's the point? You may feel like you're blocked, like fortune is blocking you in some way. Here we have the moon. So this may be a slightly negative cycle, or a time when you're really getting caught up in your emotions and your fears and your worries. It's not as bad as you think. Here we have the Nine of Vessels. So instead of, as you go into March, instead of focusing on what you don't have, on the what ifs or catastrophizing, try to focus on your dreams and not about what you don't have, how you don't have your dreams. There's wish fulfillment coming in for you. So then you have to keep a positive mind for that. And here we have the eighth house, which can really be a house of merging, transformation. And it's represented by Pluto. So this is like what's beneath the surface. And the third house, which is Mercury. This is communication and your formative learning. So it may be that right now, limiting beliefs, negative core beliefs, negative thought patterns are coming up that are from the past. These are in your subconscious. So you need to address them. You need to look at them and challenge them. Maybe that's what the Eight of Wands or the Seven of Wands is about. Pushing up to this limitation, pushing up to the obstacles, and looking to see what's beneath it. Now we have the new moon here. So this is the time of darkness or needing to find clarity. This is when you begin to set your intentions for what you want to come in, and what you would like to manifest. So address those feelings of scarcity, the limiting beliefs, the things that have been holding you back, that you may have been struggling with your whole lifetime, from perhaps how you were raised, your siblings, or even school, how you were treated. And know that they aren't true. Your feelings and emotions, they aren't the truth. They're not accurate reflections of reality. You may be feeling extra emotional, and keep in mind that this is just a cycle. If you have a downtime, it always turns around, and then there's a new cycle ahead. Just like with the moon, always going from emptiness to fullness. And that's how life is going to be. So don't judge yourself if you're having a downtime or a negative outlook. There's an awakening approaching for you. So it is like you're going to be finding clarity. I love how this crow, there's like his eye is like a diamond. It is becoming laser focused on what you need to become the highest version of yourself. And it is through the dark night of the soul, or through the times of confusion, that we awaken to more knowledge, to better understanding of our souls and who we are and what we want, and how we can create the life we would like. So you may find that after a downtime, you're entering a period where things seem more clear. The eyes are very, very much standing out in these cards for me. So it's about finding clarity, about looking beyond the darkness, looking beyond your ego, and understanding that there is a bright outlook, that there is more ahead for you, and your wishes can come in. And here we have manifestation. That is what you need to be working on, your intent. But you can't get there just with positive platitudes. You can't get to an understanding just by focusing on what's light. You have to look into the dark to get in touch with your shadow self. And it's hard, but it is what needs to be done. All things must pass. When a storm flows into your life, remember that it's just passing by. All will pass. Life is perpetual movement. There's peace always in your higher mind and spirit. Let there also be peace in your heart. What a perfect conclusion to this reading. It is that reminder that there is a constant phase, there is a constant cycle throughout our life. Don't spiral into negativity or stop the good fight. You can create a better life, I promise you. You do need to work through some of the emotions and the negative core beliefs. You are one of those people with a really strong spirit. I know you're going to reach your goals.